And today I want to talk about NatraCure's M-Gel Heat Therapy Mittens. This is what they look like. And I just want to take a moment. I did little videos when I got them of my thoughts and my first time using them. So we're going to take a look at those and then we will come back to talk some more. I got them on Halloween, so I am in hair and makeup for Halloween, and I think you could see my costume too. Just received my NatraCure middies, heat therapy middies, and I just kind of wanted to do a video about my initial reaction to them. They're heavier than I thought they would be, but they're very, very soft. Put them on here. I haven't heated them up or anything. They're kind of stuck together in that center. Kind of a cool, rubbery feeling kind of center. Not quite what I expected. But then again, I didn't really know what to expect with it. Once they're on, they don't seem quite as heavy. They're very doable for just the softness of them. Gonna have to heat them up and give them a try with the warmth, and we will see how that works. I'm really excited. I just finished my first session with the heat therapy mittens. You can definitely tell that they are a moisture heat. My hands feel really soft, and I really like how deep the heat seemed to get. Yesterday I did not use the arthritis mittens. I got a little bit preoccupied, and I will tell you what, I already noticed a difference from not wearing them. Even just laying down to go to bed, I was more stiff in my hands. And this morning, holy moly, was there a difference. A lot of more pain and stiffness. So when I went and grabbed my Tylenol for the day, or for the morning, I popped them in the microwave, and then I ended up going and laying down with them and just relaxing, and it was amazing. Honestly, it was amazing to have them on again and to have that stiffness go away. For about 3 weeks now, and I actually really enjoy using them. I will wake up in the morning and my hands are really stiff, so I will use the restroom and heat them up. I put mine in for about 45 seconds, 45 seconds. I have noticed that if I let this little symbol get to where you can't see this symbol and it just says hot, it is too hot for my hands. So if it's just a little bit faded and you can still see the hot, but you can still see that kind of cold blast, they're perfect for me. I will put mine on in the morning and I go crawl back in bed, and it's kind of nice because then I have kind of heated hands, and if, say, my side is kind of sore as my hands are in them, I will put my hand right next to where it's sore, so I'm getting not just my hands, but I'm getting some heat elsewhere as kind of an extra little boost. And then after about 10-15 minutes, they'll cool off, and I'll take them off, and I usually do actually fall back asleep afterwards. And when I wake up, I can notice a huge difference in my hands. I know when I first started using them, it seemed as I was using them, my joints got a little bit more sore when I had the mittens on, but that went away as after I took them off, and also I don't notice that kind of joint pain as I'm wearing them now 3 weeks later. But I really love them. I was doing occupational therapy for my hands, and they told me to get a paraffin bath for my hands, and I can't afford it. So these are actually a really great substitute for it and not as messy. And I can sit there, and I've done other things. I've had my friends over while I've worn them because of just the pain and stiffness in my hands that are going on. Now, I really want them to make them for my feet. I have noticed, or actually, can we make one for my whole body? But just definitely my feet. But for me, I've noticed that heat works a lot better than, say, ice packs or cold therapy. I need that heat therapy. But I really, really love these. I really enjoy them. I'm using them definitely in the morning and before bed. Sometimes, well, not right before bed, but sometimes I'll be just watching TV and I'll put them on while I'm relaxing before I go to bed. And I don't normally need them that third time during the day, but on occasion I do. Now that winter's here, we had our first snowfall, so I'm pretty sure that I will, until I can get used to that, use them during the day. I don't have to take pain medication as much for my hands because I'm noticing less pain and less stiffness, and you get the benefits of softer hands from it being a moisture therapy. But I love them. Try them out. I think you'll love them too. One of the other things that I really like about these mittens is that it's a one-time kind of purchase, and you can just use it repeatedly. And I understand with like paraffin, you can buy the container and or the heater, and then you can have the paraffin and you can reuse the paraffin, but eventually you have to clean it out and replace the paraffin. And with these mittens, it's just one purchase and you can continue to reuse them. One thing that I do is I flip mine when I heat them. I did mention that I usually heat mine for 40 to 45 seconds. So I flip mine about halfway through. So I will do them about 20 seconds on each side. It just really helps get both sides of the mitten nice and heated and toasty warm. It says in the directions to use it, you can use it up to 3 times. I technically use it just twice, occasionally the third time when I'm having a really bad flare up with my hands. And it says to wait an hour in between heating it up. You know, don't reheat it for at least an hour. I'm sure that has to do with the stuff inside of it to fully cool. But I don't worry about that. I normally notice my maximum benefits about an hour after from the time I've put them on till when I've taken them off, or from the time I put them on, it's about an hour before I notice my full benefits. And but yeah, I just wanted to touch on those things to make sure you flip them when you have them in the microwave, and before you put them on, kind of mush them around so that some of those little pellets inside of there, they kind of get mixed together, so that some of them that might be hotter than a couple other ones, they're not, they're next to each other instead of having just all the hot ones in one spot.